everyone, my name is Allison. I make beauty and fashion videos here on my channel. My skin has a sensitivity to malassezia folliculitis or fungal acne, so be sure to check out my fungal acne skincare playlist. I have a couple of other skincare and makeup focused videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would mean so much to me. For today's video, I wanted to share my current skincare routine. My skincare routine doesn't change very often, but it's been a while since I filmed my last 100% Fungal Acne-Safe skincare routine, so I just wanted to show you the products that I'm currently rotating through and what's been working for me. The first step is cleanser, and I personally only use a cleanser at night. I have dry skin, so I don't really feel the need to cleanse my face in the morning, and I just want to protect my skin barrier as much as possible. So in the morning, I will just rinse my face with water. My holy grail skin cleanser is still the Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser. This is just a tried and true gentle cleanser that won't irritate your skin, won't dry it out, and won't break you out. It comes out as a nice gel consistency. It doesn't really lather up very much when you massage it into your face, but I just love how gentle it is. I've also started using a product with zinc pyrithione in it as a cleanser a couple of days during the week. This is the Dr. Eddy's Happy Cappy Medicated Shampoo and Body Wash. So this is one of the few true fungal acne safe formulated products with an antifungal ingredient in it. It has 0.95% pyrithione zinc in it, and I use it about twice a week to help control the bumps that I get on my forehead. This is definitely too drying for me to use every day, but I do really like incorporating it into my routine a couple of times a week. I really like that it comes in a pump bottle. The product comes out as kind of like a thick milky cream almost, and when I use it, I just target the area where I get fungal acne, which is on my forehead. So I will just pump out a little bit, rub it into my forehead, and leave it to sit for a couple of minutes. The only thing about this formula is that I have to be really careful not to get it in my eyes. I kind of have to wipe it off like this away from my eyes, or else it just really stings my eyes. I think this is a nice alternative to Nizoral, which contains a different antifungal ketoconazole, because this product is still a lot more gentle than Nizoral. And while you can develop antifungal resistance to ketoconazole, you cannot with zinc pyrithione. I don't typically use any masks or spot treatments these days, but if I do, it'll be right after cleanser. I did have a pretty large breakout last week, and this is a product that I use to help treat it. It's the Cruz Sulfur Ointment, which has 10% of sulfur in it. Sulfur is a really effective ingredient against fungal acne, and when I had a pretty large bump on my forehead last week, I used this as a spot treatment. I just put it on for about 5 minutes, and the next day after, the bump had gotten a lot smaller. The texture of the product is kind of like a thick paste, and it doesn't smell great. It smells like sulfur. What I normally do is just take a little bit of the product, put it on any area that I want to treat, and then after about 5 minutes, I will take a wet cotton round and wipe off the product. This product is pretty strong, so I would really only recommend using it as kind of a wash-off treatment. So sometimes after I shower and cleanse my face, I don't immediately go into my skincare routine, and after some time has passed, my skin will tighten up a little bit. Also on days where my skin is extra red and a little bit more irritated than usual, I like to go in with this Avène Thermal Spring Water Spray. This is a pretty expensive product for what it is, but I have to say that I do really enjoy it. I think it really does have a place in my skincare routine to just rehydrate and soothe my skin more. And the mist on these is really nice, so it's just a very pleasant experience to use. You definitely don't have to use this exact product, but I do really like to rehydrate my skin so that the rest of my skincare products can absorb better. Okay, so next up is my serum treatment step, and this is where I alternate between a couple of different products depending on what I want to target. The first option that I always like to have is a BHA salicylic acid treatment. This one is the clarifying toner by the brand Humane. I think it's really important to exfoliate those pores when you have fungal acne, and I like to use mine in a toner or serum kind of product. This product is pretty new to me. I purchased it to replace my Stridex pads. The Stridex pads are really great and really effective, but they are pretty irritating on the skin, and so I wanted to find something that was a bit more gentle that I could maybe use more often. The texture on this product is very liquidy. It's basically like water, so I just dispense a little bit of the product onto a cotton pad and then wipe it over my face. Hyperpigmentation used to be my biggest skin concern, but over exfoliating is actually what led to my skin barrier being compromised and me developing fungal acne in the first place, so I'm definitely careful not to use it too much. I have the Paula's Choice 8% AHA Gel Exfoliant. It has glycolic acid in it, which out of the other AHAs like lactic acid, mandelic acid, glycolic acid has the smallest molecular structure, so it can penetrate your skin more easily. Because that can be really irritating, formulating it as a gel is supposed to help slow down that rate of penetration and makes it a lot more gentle. So I've been really enjoying this product so far. I don't find it irritating, but this is a product that I probably only use once or twice a week. The texture of the product is a really nice lightweight gel that sinks into the skin pretty quickly. The last product that I have in this kind of rotation of the treatment step is a niacinamide serum. I'm currently using the Vita B3 Source, which has 10% niacinamide in it. The texture on this is a really thin, liquidy serum, and you can see how the bottle on this has gotten kind of messy and some of the niacinamide has dried up. I do really like this product, and it's probably the one out of the three that I reach for the most since it's the most gentle. I find that niacinamide really helps with any redness and inflammation, so I reach for this product pretty regularly. I used the BHA toner last night, so I think I'm gonna go for the niacinamide today. The big bump that I had last week is probably going to leave behind a red scar, so I'm gonna use this to help treat it. The next step in my routine is hydrating toners, which is probably my favorite step and the type of products that make the biggest difference with my skin. I have two different bottles here because these bottles just last forever and I'm really trying to use them up. They are both by the Japanese brand Hada Labo, and these are two different versions of their hydrating lotions, or whatever they call them. They're basically both hydrating toners with slightly different ingredients and viscosity. So this is their regular hydrating lotion. It's just a very thin, lightweight, pretty watery hyaluronic acid serum. I think this is great for those who have normal to oily skin, since it's such a lightweight hydrating product. Once I finish this up, I personally won't be repurchasing this one because I do prefer their premium version. This one has a much thicker consistency and is a lot more hydrating on my dry skin. It also has a small amount of urea in it, which is also really effective for controlling fungal acne. These products are super affordable and you get a good amount of product, so I find that they last a long time, and you can purchase refills for these bottles. So I can't recommend these enough. They're definitely holy grail status for me. If you haven't tried any of the Hada Labo lotions, then I would definitely recommend them. Since it's daytime, I'm going to go in with the lighter version of the Hada Labo hydrating toner. One tip is that if you have a hydrating toner that isn't quite hydrating enough for you, you can always build up multiple layers of the toner, and that's going to give you extra hydration. After the hydrating toner, my skin is looking nice and dewy, so I want to lock it in with moisturizer. Again, I have two that I'm kind of going through for day and night. This one is a new product from e.l.f. that caught my eye. It's their SuperHydrate Gel Moisturizer that has squalane in it. I checked the ingredients on this moisturizer with Cezia.co, and there was one ingredient that was unverified. I'm pretty sure this is Fungal Acne-Safe and it hasn't broken me out, but just so you're aware. The texture on this moisturizer is so fun and interesting. It's literally a big glob of jelly. I feel like it would actually be nice to have a spatula with a moisturizer like this, but I've just been scooping some out with my finger, and as you rub it into the skin, it just feels so nice and cooling and hydrating. It does sink into the skin really nicely, and it does leave a slight kind of tacky finish. I'm not sure if that goes away as more time passes, but I've been using this as a morning moisturizer and I don't really notice anything after I apply my sunscreen on top. I'm not sure if this will be hydrating enough for me in the cooler months, but for now I've been really enjoying it. My other moisturizer is the KraveBeauty Oat So Simple Water Cream. I have a full review on this product if you want to go check it out, but in case anyone was wondering if I still like this product, this is probably my third or fourth tub of it, and honestly this has become such a staple for me and I really love it. The texture on this product is so nice and satisfying. It's a very light, fluffy whipped cream, and since it is a gel moisturizer, it just feels so light on the skin and gives you that really nice cooling sense of hydration as you rub it in. I find that this is really soothing on the skin. It never breaks me out. It provides a lot of moisture. I find that it's hydrating enough for me to use in the winter time. And yeah, to be honest, it's kind of hard to find a really nice Fungal Acne-Safe moisturizer. Ever since this came out, it's the only one that I really wanted to use. The only downside to this product is that I feel like I go through it quite quickly. I'm not someone who goes through products really quickly, but I find that I do have to repurchase this frequently enough to make me notice and kind of hesitate to pay that $30 every time. And that is a big reason why I decided to pick up the e.l.f. moisturizer to test out and at least have a different moisturizer that I can use during the day so that I don't go through this so quickly. And then last but certainly not least is sunscreen. The sunscreen that I've been using for months now is the DRMTLGY Broad Spectrum SPF 45. This is a hybrid chemical physical sunscreen that has 12% zinc oxide and 7.5% octinoxate. It also has niacinamide in it, which is why they call it their anti-aging sunscreen. And I'm just a big fan of the sunscreen. It feels really lightweight and it makes my skin look great. It does have zinc oxide in it, so it's not a completely transparent formula. I'm pretty pale, so if you're darker than me, take this with a grain of salt. But I find that after initial application and letting the product sink into your skin a little bit, there isn't really any white cast. However, they do make a tinted version of this, which may or may not be fungal acne safe. I believe this product is known to be a dupe for the Ulta MD sunscreen, but I personally actually like this one more. I found the texture of the Ulta MD to be more of a thicker cream that would sometimes pill under my makeup, whereas I would say the consistency of this sunscreen is a bit more serum-like and easier to apply. I do like to finish off my skincare routine with some lip balm, and my go-to is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I also love the Laneige Sleeping Mask, but this one is just a lot more easy to use on a daily basis because of the packaging. So that completes my skincare routine. I know I talked about quite a few products here, but really there are about 5 steps to my skincare routine: cleanser, treatment, hydrating toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen. I try to keep my skincare routine pretty simple nowadays and focus on hydration. I alternate between a couple of different products depending on how my skin is feeling that day, and this is what works for me so far. I wish everyone the best of luck with their skin, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!